No.
That grosses me out. The cracking of the stones.
bet it is.
Little stinkers. Yeah, I found your hiding spot, ladies. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fish. I am so excited. This is our first time ever dip netting, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to need fish for like over a year. Joe got 45 beautiful Alaskan salmon, but he finally got it all filleted up and packaged up. So we're set. We're good to go. So today it's quite gloomy outside. It's gloomy, a little windy, and it might even have rain in the forecast. So we're going to be hunkering down inside today, but taking care of something that we've been needing to do for a while. We're going to be canning some beef stew, and we actually got all the ingredients for this project before we started the carnivore diet. You guys know we started carnivore. We are on day 8 or 9. So far, so good. And this recipe has beef, carrots, potatoes, and onions and celery in it. It's something we did in Virginia. We used to love to can beef stew and different soups and stuff, because on the days when we're working outside and we come in and we're exhausted, it's really nice and convenient to be able to just dump some homemade home canned stew into a pot and heat it up for dinner. We do not plan on staying strict carnivore for the rest of our lives. Not that I think there's anything wrong with that. I am 100% in agreement with meat eaters. I think it's one of the best things for your body, especially red meat. It's got almost all the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs. So there's nothing wrong with being carnivore. For us, we do enjoy things though, like raw dairy products. We like to garden, and we do enjoy fruits and stuff. On our last video, when we shared that we were doing carnivore, I had a bunch of people in the comments that were leaving Bible verses telling me, oh, well, I'm pretty sure God intended for us to eat fruit. Look at the Garden of Eden. And I didn't mean it like that. I absolutely agree, like that we can eat fruits and things like that in our diet. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. When I said we're just doing meat for the next month to 90 days, it was really for the purposes of an elimination diet and to help ease some of the inflammatory symptoms that I've been experiencing in my body. So when I said we're just doing meat, what God designed for us to eat, what I meant by that is God did not design for us to eat red dye number 40, right? And all these like chemicals and preservatives and all the things that are being linked to some really bad health issues for people. Keeping in mind that the fruits and vegetables that we're buying in the grocery store these days are not the same fruits and veggies that God had in the Garden of Eden, you know what I'm saying? They are genetically modified. They are created to be sweeter and bigger. They're covered in all kinds of chemicals and waxes, and it's definitely not natural, you know? So that's what I meant by that. I didn't mean that we're not supposed to eat fruits and veggies and things. And we're just kind of diving into this whole diet thing and doing a lot of research and trying to unpack what we want our future plate to look like for us here in our home. But for now, we're on carnivore and we're on like day 8. I think it's day 8 or 9. And Joe and I, we lost 4 pounds already in just a week. Not that we're trying to lose weight. That's not why we're doing this. A lot of us are withholding a lot of water. And sometimes when you go on the carnivore and even keto diet, it's one of the first things that you get rid of. So you might drop a bunch of weight, but it's just water weight. So, but we're feeling good. We're feeling energetic. We're nice and full and satiated after eating our meals. We're not snacking all day. I'm not having any issues with cravings. I have no issues with that at all. I do think that I am going to be including some dairy products in my carnivore diet. Some people are strictly meat. Some people do dairy, you know, cheese, butter, yogurt, milk, kefir, however, you know, everybody says it different. So I do think I'm going to do that. You guys know that we just got Tilly, our new mini Nubian, but she will not be in milk until next spring, early summer, because she's never kidded before. Kid, had a baby. So she's not in milk now, and she won't be until next spring or summer. So I wanted to, on this video, introduce you guys to the newest member of the Watson homestead, and it's Bella and her little baby Titus. Watch out, Sarah. I know, Naomi. Naomi's like, why aren't you milking me anymore? I know. I came over to Naomi yesterday and I was feeling her udder and her teats, and she was just standing there. She got so used to being milked that she has no issue with me messing with her udder. And in case you missed the video, as much as I love sheep milk, in fact, I prefer sheep milk over any milk. These are not a dairy breed of sheep. And so their teats and udders are much smaller, and so it's just a lot harder on your hands. It's delicious, but if I can milk 1 goat and get the same amount of milk I was getting out of 3 sheep in a day, it's all about time effectiveness. You know what I'm saying? So here's Bella, and here's her little boy Titus. Look at him. Bella is not milk stand trained yet. Got it? Yep. But she actually doesn't do too bad at all. No, Tilly. This is our Bella girl. Isn't she beautiful? She's a mini Nubian, just like Tilly. She's a little bit older than Tilly, so she's bigger. But she is doing so good. I think we're on our 3rd day milking her. And you smell milk, Tilly. You can see she's got a really nice udder for being a first-time freshener, meaning it's her first time having babies. Nice sized teats that fit right in my hand nicely. So that's super exciting. So Bella has never been milked, never been in a milk stand, never really had any of this. So I am training her. I do have her back legs tied back. Joe put some cleats on the 2x4 here, and we won't have to do this forever. It's just until she kind of gets in the routine of knowing what the milk stand is, and before you know it, she will learn that this is a good thing and that she gets grain, extra grain every day that the other sheep and goats don't get. Yeah, right, Mama. I'm just going to clean her udder really good, and I always squirt out a few squirts from each teat, because if there is any if there is any bad bacteria in the teats from their teat hole, I believe that official term for the teat hole is an orifice, it would come out in those few squirts of milk. So before you start milking, you always want to squirt a few squirts of milk out and just take a look at it. You know, you're checking for clumpy milk, blood, anything that might look like there might be a mastitis infection or anything like that. You don't typically see that if you've got healthy animals, and every day I've been milking her, her milk looks really good, and it is absolutely delicious. If I could let you guys in on a little secret, when I bought my goats, I was a little hesitant because when I was a young girl, we used to milk a Nubian goat, and I do not remember enjoying the milk. I didn't really care for the taste of it. Just, it had a little bit of like that earthy flavor, or what some people might call it like a goaty flavor, right? That's what I remember as a kid. I have not had goat milk as an adult. And so when I started milking out Bella, Parker and I tried it, and Joe, and I was like, where has this been all my life? Because we were milking cows in Virginia, and the milk was wonderful, but it was more milk than we needed. And I was getting like 2 gallons a day from our dairy cow, and it was just so much milk to deal with, even with making cheeses and yogurt and butter and all the things. So having a beautiful dairy goat is kind of the perfect thing for our family, because we still get the benefits of raw milk and raw milk products, but I'm not drowning in milk, right? So it's delicious. It's creamy, it's sweet, no goaty, earthy, grassy flavor at all. It is really good. My cleanser that I use is just water and Castile soap. You don't need anything more than that. I already sprayed her down. And then I use a mason jar of warm water with a good clean washcloth. Come over here, Bubby. To wash her really good. She's got a really nice udder. See, doesn't that feel good, Bella? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want a nice hot rag on their teats? And then I dry it with another clean cloth. And all I do for filtering my milk is I use a tea towel. Some people call these a potato sack. They're big, and I cut them into 4s, and I just put it over my milk canister, and that way it catches any hair or dirt or little bugs that might fly over. And then when I get in the house, all I do is remove the cloth and put the milk in a mason jar with a lid and put it in the refrigerator, and that's it. You want me to milk you, huh? Yeah, you gave me some good milk. You just have teats that are just too tiny. Yeah, but I still love you. You're still my number 1, okay? So Bella actually had twins, but the lady that I bought her from, the other buckling that she had was already promised and sold to somebody else. And I explained to the seller that it was really important to me to get a goat that was in milk so that we could have milk right away, and that also had at least 1 kid still on her, because it's really the way to go when you're milking a dairy animal, because it makes it to where you do not have to milk every day if you don't want to. So if there's a day that you're sick and not feeling well, or you're going to be out of town for a couple days, you just leave the baby in with the mama 24/7, and you don't have to worry about her not getting milked and getting mastitis infection. So it's just a win-win. Baby gets his milk, we get our milk, Bella's happy. Sometimes it helps to give them a little pat, kind of like their babies do. It kind of helps stimulate that milk flow to come down. And there it goes again, see that? Yeah, girl. She's got a beautiful milk flow. Yeah, girl. Hey, mamas. Hi, mamas. Good girl. Hey, Peter. Hey, mamas. I think she's about done on this side. Oh, good mama. Good mama. Thank you, pretty girl. Thank you. So I don't have exact measurements for this beef stew canned recipe because we just eyeball all of it. You basically have beef or your meat of choice, potatoes, carrots, onions, and celery. And then we're gonna be putting a teaspoon of canning salt in each quart jar. And I am gonna be adding just a pinch of rosemary and thyme. You don't have to add any herbs or anything, and it's pretty straightforward. You just stack level all of your ingredients in the quart jar. And then for where we're at here in Alaska, we're gonna be processing these in the pressure canner at 10 pounds for 90 minutes.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better.
I thought it would be like the perfect setup.
You're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my
For the
sweet
cot?
baby.
All right, guys, I popped inside really quick. One, because I'm freezing. It started to rain and it's windy and it's chilly. We've had like 2 or 3 weeks of super warm weather, and going from that to this, I'm freezing. I'm always cold anyway. But I wanted to give you guys just a super quick update for those that have been following along with my insane health journey lately. You guys know that I went to my primary care doctor, who required that I redo all of my tests, and basically everything that I tested positive for with the naturalistic doctor, I tested negative for with my primary care doctor. I'm confused. How in the world are your results this and his results are these, and I'm stuck in the middle, not knowing what's true, what's fact, what's true, right? And it's funny because she explained to me what he explained to me, and it basically comes down to the lab testing that's done. So there's different markers depending on the lab that you're using, and who she uses for the labs, with the lack of a better way of saying it, they're more sensitive testing. So they can uncover and find things that traditional testing can't. My doctor used LabCorp, and and he said the same thing, because I asked him, like, how is this even possible? And he said, I have no idea, because I gave him a copy of my lab results from the labs I did with her. So it's not like it was just our opinion, something we were making up. Like, these were actual results from the blood drawn from my arm. And he said it just depends on the lab that was used and the markers that were used. Documentary, Under Our Skin. It's a 2-part documentary. You can look it up right on YouTube. If any of you are curious about Lyme disease, you live in tick country, mainly on the East Coast. However, there are ticks all over the United States, including Alaska. I really encourage you to watch this documentary, because the Lyme is actually a lot bigger than what is being talked about, and people are being misdiagnosed every day with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, all kinds of things, when it turns out it was Lyme all along. They were bitten by an infected tick, and sometimes you don't know it. I didn't know that the tick that bit me was infected, because I didn't get the iconic bullseye rash that a lot of people get. So you don't always get that. It's like 20% of people that get bit by an infected tick never get that rash, so you might not even know it. My doctor called me with those results, and according to his labs with LabCorp, my Lyme test came back negative. However, I do have antibodies for the Lyme bacteria, which means, and he confirmed this, I mean, I didn't need him to, I already knew this, I at some point was bitten by an infected tick, a tick that had the Lyme bacteria. And he says that my immune system was able to essentially overcome it on its own without issue. So I can't get into the details of the testing because it's so convoluted and it's a lot. That would be a whole video in of itself, and I'm just not a professional, and I don't feel comfortable like explaining all that. I just know what the doctor said to me and the research that I've done, that a lot of the testing that's being done nowadays for Lyme is throwing these negative results when really the person had Lyme, and they may still be suffering from either post-treatment Lyme disease, like you were treated for it but you're still experiencing symptoms down the road, or someone like me that never even knew they were bitten by an infected tick, and I've been experiencing symptoms for 4 years now, thinking I was going bananas and crazy, not knowing what was happening to me. You know, the Lyme is there. Her results say I still have an active infection that's trying to go dormant. His results say I'm negative for active Lyme, but I have antibodies for Lyme. Either way, with all the research I've done, you guys, and all my other labs are normal, right? Like everything. He checked me for lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. My hormone levels are normal. A lot of you thought I might be experiencing perimenopause. It's not that. So I have no doubt in my mind that the things I've been suffering from the last, 4 years is because of Lyme. He will not treat me with antibiotics because his lab results say I'm negative. My plan of action going forward with all of this is to continue with my clean diet. The carnivore, like I said earlier, it's an elimination diet, and a lot of the foods, especially the gluten, was causing inflammation in my body. And so it is an autoimmune response when that happens. So when you're eating gluten, if you're gluten intolerant, that's what's happening. And autoimmune response is inflammation, pain, headaches. I mean, there's so many symptoms that come with autoimmune conditions. So I think getting the gluten out of my diet was a huge thing. And I think that's why I'm feeling so much better. And I think that's why my thyroid levels have come down. So my plan forward is just to continue focusing on my diet and to continue the herbal regimen that my naturalistic doctor has me on. She's got me on a year regimen of these strong medicinal herbs that through studies have actually been proven to kill the Lyme bacteria and get rid of it. And I continue that for a year, and then we're going to retest for the Lyme and see where I'm at, if she's still showing active infection, or if it's gone in a dormant state, or if it's just like gone altogether. You know, someone told me, you know, the hardest part is just accepting the disease and realizing that you can't do what you used to do. And maybe I'm stupid, okay? I have no intention of submitting to Lyme disease, none whatsoever. I'm living my life with Lyme. I've been living with it for 4 years. And now that I know what it is and I know how to kind of get those symptoms in check, that's my plan. I'm in Alaska. I'm going on adventures. I'm helping Joe with firewood. Like, we're doing the things, and I will not accept this disease and just stop living because of it. I'm not going to do that. So anyway, that's all. I'm going to go check on Joe because the beef stew should be about done.
Don't want to sleep tonight at all. Just want to watch them stars fall. But you don't want to try to make up dreams just to be seen. I want to lay here beside you, oh quiet. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Sunflowers, high grass, and bare feet. Oh, but you each second is a treat. I keep my balance next to you. It's true. Nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye.
Now I have to cut that out because you're being dirty.
But what?
I'm not saying it.
What I
You
say that?
cannot make me say that. You can't say that on camera. It's a family channel.
What's her name?
I don't know, that whole head to tail thing though. I don't do tongue. And I surely do not do testicles. You can try them out. Are you going to try out Samson's testicles? You're such a liar. Look at my face and tell me you're gonna try Samson's testicles. Babe,
You're gonna try them too.
Oh no, I'm not.
You're doing it for the people.
No, I don't care about the people that much. Tina don't do testicles. Nope. Like, unless you're starving in a survival situation, I don't think I need to eat eyeballs and tongues and testicles. You know what I'm saying?
Good, I like it.
No, it's the principle of the matter. Like, it's an eyeball. Why eat an eyeball when I can have a lamb chop?
Why eat a butt cheek?
I mean, butt cheeks are good.
See, you never ate an eyeball, so you don't know.
But there's a difference between a butt cheek and a testicle, Joe. For me, there is.
It's just another body part.
No, that's a dirty body part.
Oh, yeah, how's it dirty?
It's a testicle. It's a reproductive organ. That's like eating a no.
So what?
Look, Joe, I know we're carnivore,
You're gonna try it, don't worry about it.
but that head to tail thing, we could just go head to tummy, okay? I don't need to go past the tummy.